Okay, so watching this video will not change your paradigm, but you will be able to alter it if you take these skills I'm about to teach you in this video and you practice it regularly until it works. Good morning, family. It is 4:57 right now. This is day 32 of waking up at 4 a.m. every day until I'm rich. There are so many people in this world who do all these things to try and be successful, like reading books, learning, educating themselves. No matter how hard you try, it will never work unless you change your paradigm. So either change your paradigm or be a bum forever. Anything in this world is possible, and it's only your limited beliefs that hold you back. Not how hard you work, not who you know or what you know, and certainly not how much money you have. If you haven't watched my original video on paradigms, it explains what it is, so I'd suggest you guys watch that and come back to this to get a full understanding of how to change it, and why without changing your paradigm, you won't be able to succeed at anything. So just a quick recap. Your paradigm is the lens you see the world through. It controls your actions, beliefs, thoughts, and overall to what level of success you're capable. As you might remember from the other video, your paradigm is composed of these ideas, thoughts, emotions that aren't necessarily yours. They were ingrained into your subconscious when you were young by your environment, people, and where you grew up. As well as continued on in life, they were solidified by your actions and habits. So the reason why we can read these nice books about success and watch these videos and it won't show in the outcome is because it is filtered through your mind into your subconscious through your paradigm, which your paradigm will negate all of those things you're learning if they don't align with your fixed paradigm, your beliefs, your ideas, all these that are ingrained in your mind. So there's no way to really know for me, unless I talked to you guys and got to know you, what your bad paradigm beliefs and all that are. So the best way to get around that so that you can do this at home by yourself is to just rewrite it with a successful, good belief system integrated into your paradigm. Now, I'll tell you guys a way to do this and rewrite your paradigm into a successful mindset with these 4 things. These are all things you can do at home. These are all things you have to actively practice to actually make them work. So we'll start off with number 1, which is create your own future. If anyone's heard that story with Jim Carrey where he says, yeah, I was broke, I didn't have anything, but I wrote myself a check for $10 million set to expire or to be cashed in 2 years' time. So what happened with him going forward is I think the year prior before the check was set to be cashed, he had gotten his biggest movie deal and he was able to cash that check. Great story, I love that. The main point of it is to set your own future. Hold yourself accountable. That can be something like writing in a journal, setting a date in your calendar, or doing something like writing a check. But do it in a way that you keep it up. Pin it on your wall, put it on your desk so you are always reminded of the responsibility you're holding yourself to. Number 2, mantras. Now, this will be a saying. It could be something like, I am so grateful that money comes to me effortlessly and with ease. Something simple, whatever you want to align with, that you will have to repeat incessantly. Anytime you're sitting there watching TV, in the car, you say it out loud, in the mirror, that's even better. But you will be saying this 50, 100, 200 times a day. This will basically reverse all these habits and things you had learned in the past and rewrite it with repetition. And like I said, this has to be constantly repeated for, a month to a year, whatever it takes for you guys to have that stick. But this has to be constantly repeated throughout a long period of time for it to actually work. Number 3 is writing. Similar to the mantra, this is something that I do. You will have a phrase, something that says, I am successful, I am this, I am that, all these things that will align with your new successful mindset that you will write down. I do about 30 times a day. I'll just write the same thing over and over. No music, nothing else playing. You are focusing on the words. You are thinking about it as you are doing it. You are writing it so it is physical. It's not just in your head or out loud. It is also physical. So it becomes real and not just an idea. Saying it out loud will cause you to believe it. Writing it will cause you to know it. Now, number 4 is visualization. Now, I've talked a lot about this on my channel. With visualization, if you are able to get into the mindset, imagine yourself in your ideal situation, your position, how you act, what you do, all of these things, your brain will actually, after a long period of time, right? This isn't just do it twice and okay, I'm good. After a while of doing this and doing it well, your brain will not be able to decipher your visualization from reality. You might know it, but your brain says, which is which? It seems like deja vu when I get there. So with your brain knowing this, it puts you on that path instinctively through your brain, your subconscious, your paradigm, to be on that path to get there. So doing that, seeing it, feeling it, actively living in that visualization of where you want to be is another thing. Now, if all these things, if you are able to actually do them, actually put these to work, and you want to be there, you can't give up after a week. This is something that will change your life. I'm telling you, it is. You look at any successful person and they do these things actively. They wake up in the morning, they look in the mirror and they say these things. They visualize, they meditate. Do these things, apply them to your life. Be patient with yourself. You will be able to rewrite your paradigm and make it into one that leads you to success. Well, I hope you guys liked that one. That's kind of the part 2 to the first one I made. Any questions, feel free. We'll talk about it in the comments. We can chat. I hope it helped at least one person out there, and you guys have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.